grinding wheel, grinding dust shroud, new attachments for my 7 to 9 inch grinder to buff that concrete floor and get it ready for resin epoxy. Well, this is one of those miscellaneous things that I just want to get done before I bring all my tools and stuff back in here. When they poured my stem walls, the forms left some chunky marks on the stem walls, and then when I poured my flat work, I got a lot of splatter on the stem walls also, so the discoloration is pretty bad. I also got some mud and some other stuff on there. There's a few spots on the floor also that I want to work on. This floor was actually poured in four different pours. So main garage, which was way before I was ever making YouTube, was poured, and then the slab I'm currently standing on, there's a video about that. And then when I poured the slab I'm standing on, I underestimated the amount of concrete, so I ended up with another pour that I did by hand out of bags, and that's about 8 by 3. And then in order to tie the stem wall area in around the original pour, I had to go back and pour another seam, and that seam is actually the area that I'm also going to work on smoothing out a little bit, making the transitions inside the area a little smoother for things that have wheels. So what we've got is my D28499 6000 RPM DeWalt grinder. This is a 7 to 9 inch grinder. I went on Amazon and I bought this Diamond Cup Wheel 7 inch. So this is supposed to fit a 7 to 9 inch grinder. I also went on Amazon and I picked up this dust shroud. This is a dust shroud for angle grinder 7 inch, just a general purpose one. DT1702 TAC 180. There'll be links in the description for the grinder, the grinding wheel, the shroud. I am going to use my vacuum, and I went down to Home Depot and I picked up this little adapter here out of the vacuum and the shop vac section. These stepped increments should fit into the dust shroud, and then this fits onto the end of the hose. We're going to try it without any water first, with just using the vacuum. The reviews I saw seem to make it appear that worked pretty well. If I'm still getting a significant amount of dust, I do plan on using water to kind of reduce the amount of dust. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Well, it's pretty dusty. It's going pretty quick, and to be honest, this is actually the worst wall. You can see down here, I basically stopped right about here. So I've ground all this, and it's coming out nice and smooth. I mean, I was able to buff the seams off and clean up all that splatter I got. It works pretty well. This buffing stone thing seems to be doing pretty good. I am gonna go ahead and spray some more water. It seemed to cut down a little bit on some of the dust because there's a lot of dust in here. I kind of wish I had done this before I painted, but oh well, live and learn. You know what, I'm gonna run down and go get a mask. This is ridiculous. So I finished up grinding with my Diamond grinding wheel. Pretty happy with it, I gotta be honest. I've never used one of these. The dust shroud, which is on here, still pretty dusty, but worked pretty well. I hooked it up to the shop vac with the supplied adapters, and it I'd say sucked up 60 to 70% of the dust, which is big, right? I mean, when I started, I didn't have my garage doors open. I did open them up and let a lot of the dust come out of here because it was getting pretty dusty in here. I wouldn't want to do this inside of a house, that's for sure, without using significantly more water than I was using. And I kind of went away from using the water because it was slowing me down. But overall, pretty happy with it. Dust shroud worked really well, and the Diamond grinding stone also, right? It performed pretty well. Pretty happy with that. The only thing I'm missing is the vacuum adapter. It's right here.
I was hoping to make this fit in there too, but I don't think it's gonna go. Just not quite enough room, but that's okay.
This is one of those tools you don't need very often, and you can make work on this. Really happy with the performance of this though. The shroud worked really well. The grinding wheel worked really well for my application. Check them out.
Wrapping up the concrete video here. It went really well. It took 4 to 5 hours. It took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but the Diamond wheel worked very well, and I'm very happy with it overall. It was significantly cheaper ordering on Amazon than it was at any of the local hardware stores. And the adapters that came with it worked on the grinder that I had. I did make sure when I ordered it on Amazon that it would fit though. Dust Shroud also comes with multiple adapters to fit most sizes of 7 to 9 inch angle grinders. I think that any major name brand grinder this specific Dust Shroud would fit on. In any case, I hope you guys wouldn't mind taking a look at some of these other links. I'll have a link up here in the corner to my garage build, and then probably do the tractor series in the other corner. Definitely hit that subscribe button, that always helps me out in the long run. Really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed.